Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be revealing some new things that I have for the pet game, some new features, updates, stuff like that. Yeah, so let's get right into that, no time wasted. In the background I'll be just showing some footage of me working on getting a feature into the game. Feel free to ignore that, I'm just putting in there as like a placeholder. But if you notice from the title of this video, the pet game now has a name. Mint Mate. It's a game where you adopt and take care of an Altoid-like mint creature. I wrote that. Definitely doesn't sound as interesting as I thought, but let me explain. So, a while back, a friend of mine gave me the idea of making a Tamagotchi, again, part of the inspiration for this game, using a Raspberry Pi and a Altoid tin. I never did that, of course, or I would have probably showed it off somewhere, but I decided to use that concept and make a pet game based off of that. I think it's kind of interesting. It's new, something that I haven't personally ever seen before, and really I just think it's something, I don't know, fun, I guess. With that explained a little more and just introduced, I made some new art for the pet. It's not only just a circle now, it is also a rectangle and a triangle. Those are the only shapes I have right now. You can change them in game. That's the feature I am working on right now in the background, as I said. But in the future, I do want to add some more shapes, maybe like a star or a heart, other things to just, I don't know, give the player a little more things to work with. Maybe I'll add color changing as well, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Some other things that I did add were the feeding, like the way you feed the pet. It's a little different now. Before you were able to spam click it. I don't want that to happen anymore. I made it so that way if you don't have any of the currency, which is the little mint chunks, I'll show them right here too. I'll make it so that way if you don't have any of those, it'll say you cannot buy any food at this moment. But if you do have some, and there will be a 2D sprite on screen now that is your counter, so it'll be like 1, you can buy food. Every time you collect a mint chunk, you have the chance of getting 5, which makes it a little easier, because I found out very quickly that sometimes you won't get lucky and won't get any chunks, which will cause you to lose the game and lose your pet. I also made it so that way the name of your pet, you can type it in just like before, but this time it'll actually show up as a sprite. If you type in Bob, it'll show Bob. If you type in Minty, it'll show Minty, things like that. Using both of those features are kind of like the exact same thing. I just used the tutorial for it, just like last time. I'll link that below, so that way if you want to, you can make something similar at home. I was also able to add music I found on Scratch, some sound effects on Scratch, just everything to make the game feel a little more like a game rather than just, I don't know, a moving picture. So yeah, with all of that, we end up with something that looks like this. Here I'm showing off the menu, the new menu with the new objectives. I think it's a little broken right now, but I will fix that in the future. And as promised from last time, I now have the game working on both Mac and PC. Still trying to figure out how to get it working on mobile. It's a little harder, especially with trying to get it both on iOS and Android. It's a little difficult. But that is the game as of right now. There's a lot of things that are still missing, but this project honestly lasted a lot longer than it was supposed to. I wanted it to be finished in about a month, if that. Like I wanted it originally to be finished at the end of February, and it is now, as of recording this audio, March 17th. So I got caught up with some other projects, some other things that I'm working on right now. So I couldn't get it. Well, I could have. I just put it off. But with that being said, I am planning for the next video to be the last of the pet game videos. I just want this project to be done so that way I can move on to showing you something else I am working on. So yeah. Thank you all for watching, like always, and I hope to see you all next time.